Wonderful. Welcome, guys. Let's go ahead and start in a seated position. Legs can be crossed behind you, or excuse me, in front of you. Or if you'd like to, you can sit on your shins. Whatever you're doing, just shift your shoulders back just slightly to stack them over your hips and lengthen out your spine. I'm thinking square breath for this morning. And what that looks like is inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. So this breath is really just a calming, great way to just clear your mind and drop into your breath. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and take 3 cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, stick your tongue out. It's a good lion's breath. I know it sounds silly, but it's just such a great way to cleanse it all the way through. Moving into our square breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Last round, inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Coming back to your unprompted breath. Taking notice of the difference of your mindset, maybe even the cadence of your heartbeat. Becoming more and more aware of the breath and using it as a tool throughout your practice to drop in. The theme of today's class is strength in stillness. Really inspired from my attempts at being still, being chill. Even today, I feel like I could have a to-do list with a half dozen things. And we have this need, this desire to be as productive as possible. When in reality, every time you cross something off your list, you probably add something back onto it. So taking whatever time you can today just to be still, staying present, tapping into the quote from Alan Watts, stop measuring days by degree of productivity and start experiencing them by degree of presence. On a long inhale, bring the arms out to the side and up to the sky. Exhale, plant the right hand down next to your right hip. You can keep it close to your hip or walk it out just slightly. As you inhale, reach through the left hand. Exhale, bend the right elbow, side bend over to your right. Sukhasana side bends, easy side bends here. So as you're pressing down through the right hand and bending the right elbow, think about pressing down through the left hip to extend the side body stretch on the left side. Continue to breathe, lengthening your inhales and exhales. Inhale, both hands come up through center. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips, bending the left elbows. Exhale, side bend over to your left side. Use your inhales to find length and exhales to find depth. On a long inhale, both hands come up to the sky. Exhale, twist over to your right side. Planting the right hand behind you. Left hand comes to the top of your right knee. Inhale to make yourself 1 inch taller. Exhale to twist 1 inch deeper. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, arms come up to the sky. Exhale, twist over to your left side. Left hand planted behind you, right hand on the top of the left knee. Inhale, grow 1 inch taller. Exhale, twist 1 inch deeper. Using breath as a tool, finding those juicy spots in your spine and tapping into them. Inhale, both hands come up to the sky. If your legs are crossed in front of you, go ahead and switch out to the legs. Reach the hands out to a T. Inhale, press the palms out like you're in between a door jamb. Exhale, eagle arms or bear hug. Wrap your right arm underneath your left, crossing it elbows and wrists. If your shoulders are too tight for eagle arms, you can always reach for opposite shoulder blades. Breathing here in our first bind. Inhale, lift the elbows slightly. Exhale, curl in the back body, elbows come to the belly button. Inhale, elbows rise. Exhale, elbows fall. One more inhale, elbows rise. And exhale, elbows come towards your belly. Inhale, elbows come back to neutral, arms extend. And exhale, eagle arm on the other side. This time, left arm wraps underneath your right. You took bear hug on the other side. Make sure that you do so on this side. And for now, just get into this bind here. Inhale, elbows rise. And exhale, elbows fall. Really getting into the back body and shoulder space. Continue with your own breath. And once you've gotten 3 rounds in, Arms extend out with an inhale. Exhale, hands plant down, tenting up your fingertips on either side of your hips. Creating a straight spine, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gaze goes over your right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, tuck your chin towards your right collarbone. Feel that stretch go beyond just the side of your neck, and maybe even into your shoulder and lengthening through the arm. Inhale, gaze comes up, and exhale, gaze comes through center, over your left shoulder. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tuck the chin down to your collarbone. Breathe into the side of the neck. Inhale, gaze comes up, and exhale, gaze comes through center. When you're ready, walk your hands in front of you, meeting me in a tabletop position. Shoulders stack over your wrists, hips stack over your knees. Now today we're doing a lot of strength and stretch within our lower body, but we also want to make sure that we're keeping our upper body engaged throughout. The first way we're going to do that is starting with our Hasta Bandha, our hand bind. Press down equally, not only through the heel of your hand, but also the bottom of your knuckles and your fingertips. Inhale, cow pose, put the tailbone up, drop your belly, and lift through the chest. Exhale, cat pose, press down into the palms, lift through the back of the heart center, and tuck your chin. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. One more on your own, using your breath as a tool to get deeper into each pose. And when you're done with that round, come back to neutral tabletop. Thread the needle on the right side, press down through the left hand. Inhale, right hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, thread the right arm underneath your left armpit, looking up at the sky before resting your right shoulder and right ear down to the ground. Actively press down into the left palm, or if you'd like some length, extend your left hand to the top of your mat. Now our hips are going to want to try to twist open, so shift your right hip forward to neutralize the hips. If your left arm is extended, plant your left hand underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, unravel, right hand comes up to the sky, open up through the chest, and exhale, plant the right hand down. Inhale, left hand rises, opening up. Exhale, thread the left hand underneath the right armpit. Gaze goes up as you rest the left shoulder and left ear to the ground. This time you'll want to shift your left hip back to neutralize the hips. You can even place your hand right at the sacrum, just above the tailbone, to make sure that they are level. If your right arm was extended on the other side, make sure that you're evening it out on this side. As you're folding forward, you get more of an opportunity to hear your breath. So give it texture, make it audible. You're the only one that can hear it. If your right arm is extended, plant the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Inhale to unravel, left hand comes up to the sky. Exhale, left hand comes down. Crossing your feet behind you, hips come back to your heels. Legs extend in front of you as you move into Navasana, boat pose. Scoop the back of your knees. Weight comes into the sits bones. You can keep your toes pointed. Shins can be parallel to your mat, or if you'd like to lower them down, they can act as a kickstand. Wherever your legs are, just lengthen through the spine, lifting out through the chest. Hands come to prayer at heart center. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more round. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop the feet down. Good job. Boat pose can be sneaky hard. Planting your feet down into your mat. Your hands come about 6 inches behind you. Fingertips point towards your hips. Reverse tabletop. Inhale, press down through the feet to lift the hips off the ground. Yes, we're tuned in with the low body, but take a moment just to notice the opening in the chest space and shoulders. Inhale, see if you can lift your hips 1 more inch. And exhale, slowly lower your hips down. Making your way to forward fold, you can go through tabletop, or if you'd like, you can roll on the back of your spine, massaging up along the spine, gaining momentum until you're able to come up into standing. And forward fold, chest to leg. Our first forward fold of the day, take this opportunity to take whatever organic movements you need to open up the hip space. Send love to the hamstrings. It's a hot day, so you might be feeling that in your muscles. You're not hydrating. I already got a cramp in my calf on my walk today with the dog. 2 miles, that was all it took. Settling into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms come to your shins. Exhale, fall forward, chest to leg. On a long inhale, come to stand, shoulders stack over your hips. Arms reach out to the side and then up to the sky, palms face one another. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, full body extension. Exhale, hands come to prayer at heart center. Close your eyes. Here in Samastihiti, take a moment to set an intention for your class. Tapping back into awareness, press your palms together, creating one straight line from elbow to elbow, strengthening here in the arms. Inhale, arms reach out to the side and up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, chest to leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands down, and as you exhale, step the left foot back. Runner's lunge. Now, throughout this lunge series, feel free to bring your left knee down. If you're looking for strength, though, tuck your toes and keep the left knee lifted. Both toes are pointed towards the front of your space. Feet are about hips width distance. Think more train tracks than tightrope. Plant your left hand down on the inside of your right. Inhale, right hand comes up to the sky for a twist. Sometimes we're so focused in the front leg, the bent knee, that we forget about using the back leg. So press down into the ball of the left foot to engage your left leg. On an inhale, press into your right foot. Arms rotate up so that they're parallel to your mat. Runner's lunge with an open arm twist. Finding your balance here. Inhale, swim the left hand up to the sky. Right hand rests on the back of the left thigh. Think less of a back bend and more of a lengthening from your root up through the chest. Inhale, both hands come up to the sky. Exhale, swim your left hand back. Exalted crescent with your right hand. Again, less back bend, more lifting through the heart space. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips. Exhale, hands come down to frame the right foot. Inhale, look to the top of your space. And exhale, step your left foot forward, forward fold. Taking a moment here just to feel the difference between your right and left leg. One might feel more open and energized. The other might feel more tired. As you inhale, lift through the chest, halfway lift. Plant the hands and exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge, this time with your left foot forward. Finding your groove here, you can shift back and forth. Not only are we getting into the hip space, but we can also use this opportunity to stretch the right calf. Moving into a twist on this side, plant the right hand down. Inhale, left hand comes up to the sky. Pull your left quad in towards your torso, creating that density. With lower body completely engaged, inhale, come up to open arm twist. That transition is tricky. So how are you using your breath to find stillness and balance? Inhale, exalted on this side. Right hand comes up to the sky. Left hand finds the back of your right thigh. Inhale, both hands come up to the sky. Exhale, swim the right hand down, switching out the side for exalted crescent pose. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the left foot. Inhale, gaze comes to the top of your space. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Forward fold here. Now that we've evened it out on this side, shift your hips back and forth, side to side. Preparing for chair pose, inhale, feet come together, toes touch. Slight space in between the heels as you press your weight back into the heels. Bend your knees so that you're bringing your hips closer to the mat. Arms extend in front of you. You can either hug the biceps into your ears and then release, or if this is too much for your shoulders, just keep your arms parallel to the ground. Notice what your low back is doing. Is it got a big arch in it? You don't want to be sticking your butt out. You want to engage the low belly to neutralize the spine in this pose. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Gathering heat. Inhale, both hands come up to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Take note of your hips. You might need to shift your right hip back. Just keeping these neutral. On your next inhale, straighten the knees. Both arms come up to the sky. Exhale, cactus the arms behind you, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, coming back into chair pose. Hands come to prayer at heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist over to the right. Take note of your hips. Your right hip might want to come forward, so just shift it back to neutralize them. Left elbows on the outside of the right knee. Start to bring awareness to your right foot, hovering the left. Inhale, weight comes off the left. Exhale, step the left foot back. Low lunge here in a twist. Use your left elbow to twist even deeper. One more, inhale. And exhale, hands come down to frame the right foot. Inhale, right leg rises behind you. Exhale, bring the right foot to meet the left, down dog. Our first down dog of class. Press down into the hands, engaging Hasta Bandha. Press down into the feet, bringing awareness to your toes, the ball of your feet, and then maybe even try to get the heels a little bit closer to your mat. Inhale, look to the top of your space, and exhale, step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, chair pose, weight comes into the heels, bending the knees, hips comes towards your mat. Hands come to prayer at heart center. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist over to the left. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Check in with the hip space. What micro movements can you make to neutralize your hips? Start playing around with finding balance. Maybe just lifting the right heel off the ground slightly. Inhale, hover the right foot. Exhale, step the right foot back. Lunge with a twist. These twists are great for detoxifying. They're great for the digestive system. They're also a great challenge to breaths because sometimes with this constriction, we have shorter spurts of breath. So really focus on lengthening your inhales and releasing through your exhales. One more inhale here. And exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. Inhale, left leg rises behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot comes to meet the right. Second down dog. Now that both of our legs are neutral and even, maybe walk the dog, pedaling out the feet, or wag the tail. Just shifting your hips to each side. Inhale together. Exhale, release. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step your right foot behind your right thumb. Preparing for warrior one, rotate the left foot out to 45-degree angle. Press down into your right foot to lift the chest off of your thigh. Arms reach up to the sky. To make sure that your hips are pointed forward, shift your right hip back while pressing your left hip forward. Grab the left wrist with your right hand. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, side bend over to your right side. Feeling the stretch along the left calf, even into the hip space and side body. Use your breath to find balance and depth in this pose. Inhale, both hands come up to the sky. Press down into your right foot to straighten the right knee. Exhale, fold forward. Pyramid pose, you can step your left foot forward just slightly, keeping it at that 45-degree angle. This stretch really targets the right hamstring, so start to breathe into the belly of that muscle. Option to add a twist here or stay for your breath. You're adding a twist. You can tip the left fingertips just on the inside of your right foot. Inhale, right hand comes up to the sky. Inhale, reach through the right fingertips. And exhale, plant the right hand down to frame the right foot. Walking the hands out slightly. Inhale, right leg rises behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the right knee, stacking the right hip over the left. And this time just rotate the ankle, feeling it opening up in the calf, maybe even get into the juicy parts of your ankle. I can hear some snap, cracks and pops on my end. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot drops to meet the left. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step the left foot behind your left thumb. Warrior one on this side. Rotate the right foot to 45 degrees so your right toes point towards the top right corner of your mat. Inhale, press up, shoulders stack over your hips. Arms reach up to the sky, palms face one another. Virabhadrasana 1. With this closed hip, you'll want to shift your left hip back while pressing your right hip forward, centering out the hips. And see how that micro movement translates to sensation in the right calf. Maybe my right calf is just really tight, but I'm feeling it. Press down into your left foot to straighten the left knee. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, and exhale, fold forward, chest to leg. You can step your right foot forward just slightly to shorten out the stance. Sending your breath to your left hamstring. Be aware of where you're holding tension in this stillness. If you did a twist on the other side, plant or tent up your fingertips on the with the right hand on the inside of the left foot. As you inhale, reach the left hand up to the sky, twisting here, breathing into the left hamstring, but also into the outer left hip. Inhale, one more reach. And exhale, left hand comes down to frame the left foot. Inhale, left leg rises behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the left knee, stacking the left hip over your right. Rotate the ankles here. Inhale, left foot rises, and exhale, left foot comes down to meet the right. Down dog, breathe into it. Use this pose not just as a transition, but a way to get deeper into the parts of your body that you're opening up with the poses and with the breath. Your second down dog isn't going to look or feel the same as your first. And if it does, you'll see where you can send the breath to get deeper into your stretch. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. This time, rotate the left foot so that it's parallel to the back of your mat. Press down into the right foot, lifting the chest off of your thigh. Arms first reach up to the sky for length, and then exhale, opening them up parallel to your mat. Now here's our first warrior two, so setting up from the foundation up. Right toes are pointed towards the front of my space. Left foot is parallel to the back of my mat. Heel to arch alignment, so my heel should automatically bisect the left foot. If it's not there, you can heel toe your foot to get there. Your right knee stacks over your right ankle, working towards that 90-degree bend in the front foot. As you actively press down into the knife edge of your left foot. Hips find their center, shoulders stack over the hips, and arms extend out. Great job. Keeping the right arm extended, bend your left elbow and gently place your left hand on your right ear. So getting back into the sides of the neck that we opened up earlier. But as we keep our right arm extended, maybe you're gonna feel that a little bit into the shoulder space, even into the right bicep. Breathe into the release. Coming back through warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm reaches up behind you as your left hand comes to your left thigh, left shin, or even wrap it around the low back for a bind. Exhale, commit to the bend in the right knee. So we still working towards that 90-degree angle. Breathe into the right outer hip. As you inhale, press into the right foot to straighten the right knee. Reverse triangle. That stretch travels up from the hip space into the side body. Inhale, arms come parallel to the mat. Start to press your left hip back as you reach forward towards your right with your right hand. Exhale, right hand comes to the shin or ankle. Triangle pose. If you're having any issues in the low back, or if it's just a little bit too much in the hamstring, you can add a micro bend to your right knee. If not, just continue to breathe. On your next exhale, bend the right knee, moving into extended side angle. Your right hand can either stay on the right ankle or plant right on the inside of the right foot. If that's out of the question for us today, that's totally fine. You can plant the right elbow on top of the right knee. Either position with your hands, think about tucking the right hip under to create a corkscrew effect from your root all the way up your torso along your spine so you can open up through the chest. Inhale to reach through the left hand. Exhale, hands come down to frame the right foot. Inhale, right leg rises behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the right knee, stacking the right hip over the left. This time, let's take 4 circles with your knees, opening up the hips. 4 in one direction and 4 in the other to even it out. I'm switching directions now. And if you've done those, inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot follows to meet the left. Again, using down dog, not just as a transition, but a check-in. Where does your right leg feel more invigorated than your left? Inhale, left leg rises behind behind you. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Warrior 2 on this side, rotate the right foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat. Press down through the left foot, arms reach up to the sky, and exhale, open up to the side. Same goes for foundation up. Right foot parallel to the back of the mat, heel to arch alignment. Left knee stacks over the left ankle. Center out the hips and shoulders and reach through your fingertips, engaging the upper body. Keeping the left arm extended this time. Bend the right elbow and gently place the right hand on your left ear. Breathe into the opening of your neck. Inhale, arms are parallel. Exhale, commit to the bend in the left knee. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Right hand can rest on the right thigh, or if you took a bind on the other side, do so on this side. Is your left knee still bent? One more breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, press into the left foot to straighten the left knee, reverse triangle. Follow that stretch from left hip to left side body. Inhale, arms come out to a T. Shift the right hip back, reaching through the left hand. And exhale, left hand comes down, right hand reaches up to the sky. On your next exhale, bend the left knee, moving into extended side angle. I lifted up on my elbow on the other side, so I'm going to even it out on this side. Tuck the left hip under, opening from the torso through the chest. Inhale, reach through the right hand. And exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot. Inhale, left foot rises behind you. Exhale, bend the left knee. This time taking 8 circles total, 4 in one direction, 4 in the other. Hip circles, opening up the hips. See how it feels differently when you're pointing your toes and when you have your foot flexed. And when you're done with the circles, inhale, reach through the left foot. Exhale, left foot comes down to meet the right. Taking 3 breaths here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, deeper. Exhale, slower. Last one and deepest one yet, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look to the top of your space. Exhale, with the tiniest of steps, make your way so that you're walking your feet in between your hands. Here in this forward fold, it's been a minute. Take a breath to tap into it. Inhale, slowly come to standing. Shoulders stack over your hips. Arms reach out to the side and then up to the sky for full body extension. Cross your right foot over your left and grab your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale, reach, and Exhale, side bend over to the left side. Feeling the opening here in the right side body. Throughout the class, we've done a lot of twists and bends. So think about constriction and then using that constriction to create even more space. Inhale, come up, uncross the feet. On your next exhale, swing the right arm back, open arm twist while standing. Be mindful of this right hip that's going to want to open. Shift it forward. On an inhale, Ekapada Tadasana, bend the right knee, lifting the right foot off the ground. Right knee comes parallel to your right hip. If you're focused on balance, this pose is enough to challenge you. If you want to get deeper into an outer hip stretch, externally rotate the right hip, placing the right ankle on top of the left thigh. You can stay here, or if you'd like to bring your hands to prayer, start to bend the left knee, bringing your seat closer to the ground. If you were a big fan of the twist and you have this balanced foundation, on your exhale, twist over to the left, planting the right elbow onto the bottom of the right foot. 2 breaths here, in whatever shape you've made. If you're in a twist, come back to center. On an inhale, back to one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, press the right heel out. Stay here for an inhale. And exhale, forward fold, chest to leg. Whew. Ain't easy, but you guys are doing it. Hopefully you're feeling and reaping the benefits, just in opening up the hips, an area that holds a lot of tension. Stress throughout the week. This is your opportunity to let it melt all the way through. Inhale, slowly come to stand. Arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the left, swimming the left hand back. This time, press your left hip forward. Find your breath and find strength in stillness. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. This time, cross your left foot over your right and grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, reach higher, and exhale, side bend over to your right side. Inhale, come back to stand, uncross the legs. Exhale, roll the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, Ekapada Tadasana on this side. Bend the left knee, bringing it parallel to the left hip. Breathe for balance. If you took standing figure 4 on the other side, place the left ankle on top of your right thigh. Hands can come to prayer. Once you've found the strength and stillness, start to bend the right knee, getting into that juicy part of the left hip. And if you took a twist on the other side, make sure you're evening it out. Twisting over to the right this time, left elbow comes to the bottom of the left foot. If you're in a twist, come through center. Inhale, back to one-legged Tadasana. Shaking is fine. Exhale, press the left foot forward. Inhale, hold. And exhale, forward fold, chest to leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, tuck, round, and curl. So bend the knees, bringing the heels up towards the hips. Squeeze your thighs into your torso. Maybe you can balance a little bit here. And then start to drop your feet down to the ground, walking the hands back, legs extended out in front of you. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Paschimottanasana. Now instead of rounding in the back body, I want you to think about inhale, lifting through the chest, and then exhale, drawing your chest closer to your thighs. Hands reach out in front of you, arms are parallel to the ground. As you inhale, come to seated. Shoulders stack over your hips. Keeping the arms extended, exhale. Using your core control, gently lower your shoulders down to the mat so that you're lying on your back. Plant both feet into your mat. Heels come towards your hips. Maybe you can graze the back of your heels. Inhale, right leg rises, and exhale, place the right ankle on top of your left thigh. Recline figure four. Interlace the fingers behind the left hamstring, and then start to pull the left knee in, getting into a deep stretch of your right outer hip. Now, if you weren't able to get into standing figure four, or maybe you weren't able to get as deep as you'd like, this is a great opportunity to find your edge without having to worry about gravity. Release the bind in the hands, let the left leg extend to the front of the space, and then squeeze the right knee into your torso. On exhale, draw the right knee into the right armpit. Your right arm extends out to T-shape. Left hand comes to the outside of your right knee. Inhale, round down through the right shoulder, and exhale, twist the right knee over to the left side. Supine twist. Inhale, right knee comes up, and exhale, squeeze it on in. Releasing the right knee, your right foot plants into your mat. Inhale, left leg comes to the sky, and exhale, plant the left ankle on top of your right thigh. Supine figure four, interlace the fingers behind the right hamstring, and then squeeze that right leg in, deepening the stretch in your left hip. Keep your left foot flexed. Releasing the right leg, let it extend to the front of your space, and then squeeze the left knee into the torso. On an exhale, draw it into the left armpit, getting even deeper. Left arm extends out. Right hand comes to the outside of your left knee. Inhale, ground down through the left shoulder. That is our priority, to keep that grounded. And exhale, twist the left knee over to your right side. Inhale, right knee rises. Exhale, give it another squeeze. Release the left foot and plant the left foot into your mat. Preparing for bridge pose, so both feet are planted into your mat. Again, graze the back of the heels with your fingertips. Feet are about hips width distance. Inhale, press down into your feet to lift the hips off the ground. Think about our reverse tabletop in the beginning of class. We're going to hold here for 2 breaths. So you have the option to interlace the fingers at the low back and tuck the shoulders under. One more inhale. And exhale, slowly let the hips fall down to the ground. Heel toe your feet out so that they're just outside the mat. And on an exhale, let the knees knock into one another, broken bridge. Send your breath just above the tailbone, releasing any leftover tension that we have in the low back. Inhale, knees rise. Exhale, squeeze the knee in, wrapping your arms around the shins or even the back of the hamstrings. Take a big breath in. Hold. Take one more sip of air. And exhale, release into Shavasana. Letting your body completely melt. Bringing attention to every point of your body that's making contact with the ground. Inhales to identify that spot. And exhales to release. Start to bring energy and attention to your fingertips and toes. Wiggling the toes and maybe rubbing each fingertip with your thumb. On a long inhale, bring your arms up to the sky and then reach overhead. Big good morning stretch. Use your breath to lengthen. And exhale, find depth. Roll to either side, gathering your knees into your chest. Resting your head on your bicep, just take one more opportunity to feel grounded in stillness. When you're ready, come up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Hands can rest in your lap, or you can bring your hands to heart center. Showing gratitude for every single muscle, bone, and joint that took you through the challenging practice. Today was not easy, but you did it. You made it your own. Moving your hands to your third eye center, thankful for the perspective given to us through all the life lessons we encounter. Some easier than others. And as we bow forward, just being thankful for the space where we can practice together. All the places you've gone and all the places you will go once this all has passed. Namaste. Great job today, guys.